Man, I haven't posted in a while, but today I've been messing with my sister's car trying to get her wheel bearing replaced, so take a look. So we got, oh Jesus Christ, these fucking guys are pissing me off. Okay, so we got her wheel off. I got the wheel off and I got the axle off, and as you see, all these threads are just absolutely stripped, so she's gonna need a new axle. I got the caliper hanging. I got the nuts off these bolts, but I need like a hammer to get those out. Once those out, I can pull this forward. This axle's already loose and back, so once those bolts are out, I can move this knuckle forward, push the axle back out, and then there are 4 bolts actually holding this wheel bearing in. So I'm gonna undo the bolts from back here, and then if the bearing just doesn't fall out, I'm just gonna hammer it out. And then I have a new wheel bearing inside, and yeah, but that's where I'm at for now. I also have something to show for the EP3 for once. So as you guys see, those lug nuts, I'm missing one, and then the other ones, they're just missing paint, so I got something for that. So I got some new lug nuts in. I got the typical rainbow racer look for the Honda. I personally like these. Okay, so it is a new day. I have my lug nuts on it. I'm going to show you guys. But also, Nathan finally got his exhaust fixed on his EP3. So I'm going to show you the lug nuts, then I'm going to show you his exhaust. All right, so here's finally, I got the eBay specials on, $30. Give it a little rev. So it's another day. I have more updates on my sister's Fusion. Nathan was just here. We did an oil change on his car, and I have a few more things for my EP3, so let's get into it. So starting first with my EP3, my side skirts are gonna go on here very shortly. Now, if you remember, I got these side skirts in Michigan, and while getting these side skirts, my car had the water pump fail. And this was actually back in 2024 or 2023, one of the two. So I've had those for a really long time. I just never installed them. But now that things are going and the Mustang is in the shop getting paid off, things are able to get worked on. So this EP3 has just kind of been sitting in this state, and I have just been driving it nonstop for a couple years now, and I haven't really done anything to it other than, like I showed you, I got these lug nuts for it. Last major thing that I did was get this Skunk 2 exhaust on. However, sadly, my thingy fell off where it says Skunk 2. Other than that, nothing has really happened. It's pretty much stayed the same. Just gotten worse cosmetically with the paint. But soon after I get paid, I'm gonna get the tape that is needed to put the side skirts on. So eventually we'll get more done to that. Next up is my sister's Fusion. So let me show you guys this. So right here we have everything disassembled. Wheel bearings taken off, axles off. We have the brake caliper hanging up on the strut. Everything's how it should be. Here's the old wheel bearing, and here is the axle. Now, let me show you guys a couple issues. One, I didn't get a shim with the one that we ordered, so that is something that's gonna need to be ordered. However, there's also another issue. If you see this is completely flat, no lip, nothing. Now, let's go look at the Detroit Auto one that said it was for an SE hybrid. So here's the one that we got from Detroit Axle. And as you see, I put this on and I realized that this is actually 1/4 inch bigger diameter and there is a lip on it. So we are trying to return this. We have the OEM coming. It should be here tomorrow. and then I can finish her car. So today is Monday. The axle was supposed to be in today, but it wasn't. However, I ended up going in and hanging out with my Honda friend, so that's what this part's going to be about.
In the trunk!
Yeah!
Why?
So it'll do a burn,
that,
right?
me and him was rolling. Why do I have no gas pedal?
What?
Jesus Christ.
This is the worst road in Vermilion right here.
Yeah, buddy!
It can take this, it can take anything. Oh, okay.
Yeah!
It's been something. Don't forget your supplies.
Oh, look at this.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's so loud, I love it. Oh god. The dash is falling apart. Stay in there. Oh, I thought you just pulled the key out. Better eat. Damn, not a problem. Not a problem. She got it.
Hey, taking the picture. Don't put it in.
My neighbors love me.
Wait until they hear this.
Got another one. Another one added to the club. Okay, so today is Tuesday. The axle finally came in. I'm gonna show you guys the axle. We're gonna get that installed as well as the wheel bearing. I am waiting on an axle shim. That will come eventually at some point. But yeah, let's get into it. So here is the new axle compared to the old one. This is Ford OEM. This is what you want to get. You don't want to get a cheap axle, and this should work now. Okay guys, so we just got the wheel bearing on. What I did was put blue Loctite on these bolts. I put them through the back here. I'm tightening them down now. And then I got to find the torque spec, and then I have a torque wrench right here to torque it down for the wheel bearing. All right, so now we got wheel bearing on, all the bolts are in, and they have blue Loctite and they're torqued to spec. We got the axle in now, everything's looking good. We have the top two strut bolts in, so now I need to get these torqued to spec. Once these are torqued to spec, we're going to take this axle nut and torque that down to spec. Once those two are done, we're going to get this brake caliper back on. Then we're also going to put the sensor back in its location. We're going to get the bottom shield put back up, and then my father's going to drive this car to see drives like it normally did. Okay, so as you see here, we have everything put back together. The rotor got rained on, so that's why it looks like that. But rotor's back on, brakes are on, CV axle's torqued down. I got the brake line back in. I kept her sensor bracket where it connects in. I kept this plastic piece safe, so I got that back in. I have blue Loctite on these bolts. I have them on the wheel bearing back bolts, the 4. I also have them on the 2 caliper bracket bolts. So everything is exactly how it should be. I just need a bigger torque wrench to get these 2 torqued down to spec, and then everything should be okay. We're gonna put the wheel on it and then see how it drives. For everything that I used, it is right here. I'll start from this side. So I used this 10 mil just to get this off. I got sockets for all the bolts, 15, 18, 19, 24, and a 32. C-clamp to get the brake caliper back in. 22 wrench to hold the strut bolt while I loosened it. Hammer to just knock it out. Torque wrench, a decent breaker bar, and then I also have a wrench just to tighten stuff down. And that is all the tools I used, including the blue Loctite. So there you guys go. If this helps you, leave a like and a comment. Thank you. Okay, so before we go on a drive, I just want to say that the install on the wheel bearing and the axle, amazing, super easy, didn't give me any trouble. Getting it off, it took me a while, days. I hated it. That stripped CV nut just gave me the hardest time. I ended up having to grab this guy off my father, and this impact was strong enough to finally rip it off. So if you are having trouble getting that CV nut off, I really suggest just getting the biggest impact you can. So I'm making another jump cut in this video. It's been a few days. After I finished the car, my father took it out for a drive and took it to my sister. She has not been back here, so I haven't been able to show you guys that it's done and everything's good. So that's going to be it for this video. That is how you do a 2019 Fusion SE Hybrid axle and wheel bearing. Thank you.